What is your definition of success right now?
Because some creators are very okay to do barter. Some will not accept barter no matter what.
I used to think, oh, they have such an amazing life. Brands approach them, they shoot, and then they get paid whatever they want. Even they have a very tough
It is.
life.
I look at influencer marketing as a thing which is not going to die anytime soon. Imagine, let's say 2 years down the line, there are no content creators left. What content are you going to do?
Right. So you came to Dubai 4.5 years back.
Yes, right.
And what got you to Dubai?
So I came here originally to study a course in fashion business. It was a 3-month short course. I originally came for that, yeah.
So you came and you went back, or you stayed here?
No, I stayed here throughout.
Oh, you stayed here throughout.
Yes.
So normally, like, everyone has that first day in Dubai feeling. So what was the first day like? What did you think when you landed in Dubai and that first day that you spent over here?
Honestly, I was mesmerized. I was overwhelmed. So I still remember my first taxi ride from the airport to the hotel. I was staying in Barter Heights, and when I was on the way to the hotel, I saw the Burj Khalifa for the first time, and I was like, wow, I was honestly awestruck
Right.
by how beautiful it was, and
Right.
just everything about Dubai, like the roads, the cleanliness, the speed at which the cars actually go and you don't feel it was something I experienced for the first time. And also, it was my birthday the day I came to Dubai. So went out, explored JBR, went to restaurants. The hospitality here also is something which was quite different from what we experience back in India. And just everything was quite nice. And it was a very different experience for me. I was a bit overwhelmed also, not gonna lie.
Why were you overwhelmed?
It's just that being in a city you never thought you would be in, and then when you're finally in that place, it's just, I feel a rush of emotions and feelings in a good way, not in a bad way actually. So everything combined was overwhelming in a good way, and I still remember that day very clearly. Like, I can make a picture out of it piece by piece and everything that I experienced.
Okay. I mean, I'll tell you my first experience.
Yeah.
So, and like when I landed at the airport, everything was fine. It's just when I got out of the airport, it was like everyone is Indian over here. I was expecting someone else. And it's not just, and when we say Indians, it's not just Indians. It's like all of us, right? So it's Bangladeshis, Pakistanis,
Right,
Indians, everyone. So it was like, I'm seeing my own people, like, and what's the point? Like, I just left my country and I came to another country, and then I see in majority over
Right.
here. So, but you shifted to Barter Heights.
No, so I was staying in a hotel in Barter Heights for
Right.
the first 2 weeks.
Okay.
Then we started.
It was a accommodation.
No.
Okay.
It was just a hotel.
Right.
And then we started house hunting, and then I moved to Discovery Gardens.
Yeah. So basically, that accommodation was provided by the.
No.
So you had to.
Right.
So you had to get it on your own.
Yes.
And then you had to go for house hunting.
Right.
And was it more about like, because you came by yourself, right? You came with your friends.
No, I came by myself. I came by myself, but my partner was already here.
Right.
So when I came here, he was there with me throughout everything. So I think that made it very easy actually, because he's been here before I also moved. He
Right.
came to Dubai in 2019.
Right.
So I think because of him, it was easier for me
And
to navigate.
was
things.
his influence on you that got you to Dubai?
100%.
As in, like, Dubai is so amazing, like talking about Dubai and everything.
100%. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I would have moved to Dubai. He was the one also who told me about the course and everything, because I was
Right.
anyways planning to study further.
Right.
And he said, like, Dubai is a great option. I think you should consider it. So that's how I ended up here.
Right. So, apologies, but what was the name of the course?
So it was called Fashion Business and Entrepreneurship.
Fashion business. And what happens in that course? I think one of my friends also did this course.
Right?
Yeah.
So it comprises of 8 modules actually. They teach everything related to fashion, from marketing to visual merchandising to how do I say that, client relationship and styling, everything related with fashion business, how to set up your own business, then social media as well, the influence of cultures on fashion.
Right.
So it's quite interesting and it's quite vast. It's not actually what the name just says. It's not only about business. They cover a lot of things in that.
And what university was offering this?
So it was FAD, Institute of Luxury Fashion and Style.
Yes.
Yes.
So then my guess is right. One of a person I knew did the same course,
Okay.
and I think they did it around the same time as you did the course.
Really?
I think so. Because I have a vague memory of them telling me, because it's been around the same time. So was there somebody does this happen once in a year, or it's like
No, it goes on. So there
It
are
goes
different
Okay.
sessions. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you must have met that person, or you must have
Who's,
not.
if you
Her
can.
name is Mansi.
Mansi.
Right now, she has a very good job. She's working with an agency.
Okay.
She's doing really well.
I can't recall any Mansi
Yeah.
in my batch. Maybe she was in a different batch.
She was
I
an
think.
ex-colleague of mine, and
Okay.
then she did this course.
Could
and
be a
then
different batch, I guess.
Okay.
Because in my batch, there were actually just two Indians. I
Right.
was one, and there was another guy called Rahil. So we were the only two Indians in that batch.
Right.
Everyone else was from different nationalities.
Right. Okay. So how did that influence you or affect you? Like, because if you go to if you go to any other country, let's say you went to UK, it's just mostly one nationality majority, and then it's us, like
Right.
Indians or the Indian subcontinent, right? But Dubai is a little different. UAE is a little different.
Right.
You've got everyone from everywhere, even though again the Indian subcontinent is in majority, but
Right.
then everyone is from everywhere. So like, how did that affect you, or did it change your mindset, or did it help you with something?
100%. I think I learned a lot in those 3 months of that course, because there were people from Egypt and Morocco and Romania, even someone from Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. Like, there was a mix. And for me, I was never exposed to such different nationalities and culture before. So their mindset, their thought process, their perception to things, the way they talk and everything, it was quite different, but also it was nice because you learn something from everyone. I feel like every person you meet teaches you something or the other, be it good or be it bad, but there is always a learning takeaway from that. So I learned quite a lot, and I made very nice friends also. Like, I still remember this friend of mine, she's from Egypt. I
Right.
talked to her till date.
Okay.
And I just feel like she is so fun loving and very welcoming. There was also a few similarities I noticed with the way they think about things and their thought process, and with how we do, like with Asians. And with her, I cannot say that it's the majority of all the Egyptians who have that kind of thought process, or Arabs for that matter. But with her specifically, there was a lot of similarities I noticed.
Yeah, I think not with every Arab, but then there are specific, I would say, specific population
Right.
where we kind of match with
Right.
each other. And specifically, you'll be amazed if you have if you've spoken to a lot of Emiratis over here, the locals over here, there are certain things that we share.
Right.
We share, and specifically, it's the family thing about the cultural aspect of a family. We share that a lot
Right,
with each other. Like, I
think-
mean, it's very similar.
Right.
It's
I
very
think
similar.
also Algerians, because
I don't know
have,
about
yeah,
Algerians.
I've had few Algerian friends.
Right.
With them also it's quite similar. Like, they are all very family oriented, with like too much, like a lot of togetherness, culture, and all of that. So even
Wow.
that I noticed. Yeah.
Okay. Any weird experience? Because there's so many nationalities, right?
Honestly, I'll have to think. I'll have to
Right.
think this, because it's been 4.5
Okay,
years.
like you think, but I'll tell you my weird experience because for me it was more of because all my life I've been staying in India. So I'm from Hyderabad. So I've been only in Dubai since the last 7 years.
Okay.
So the first time when I came in, so as I told you, like, I was more of like, I've been out from India, so I don't want to stay in an area which is influenced by this Indian subcontinent, that kind of population. So for a few days, I stayed in Sharjah because somebody said the rents in Sharjah are cheap. But then the travel time was taking so
Right.
much, so I had to move. So I directly went from this corner to this corner of the city. And so I started staying in Marina.
Okay.
Because I was like, I want an international experience, right? And for me, the most weird experience was, so there was this guy, he's from UK, and I think he's from Manchester,
Okay.
and he had a very different English slang,
Right.
It was so hard to understand that person. I mean, he would get so annoyed with me in the beginning that because I would say sorry, can you
Right.
say it again, and he would say it so fast and with that slang, that dialect that he has for English, that I wouldn't understand anything. And he used to think that I'm weird. I used to think that
He's
he's weird, and we didn't talk to each other for almost like 3 months. Even though we were staying in the same apartment, shared apartment. And later on, I think we were having this casual conversation about jobs and everything over here, and then all of a sudden I started understanding what he's saying. So then I was like, I never used to understand you before, but I understood. So I was like, I figured that out. So before I used to speak a little fast. Now I've started speaking a little slow with you. That's why. So it's it's there. It's there with a lot of.
I have
people.
experienced that
A lot
too.
of people
Yes,
have
yes,
those.
I have.
Like even French people, they have a different kind of speaking English.
Right.
And my first meeting a French person experience is in Dubai again.
Right.
And I couldn't understand them, this person, for like almost a month. And then
Right.
later on, I was like, okay, like, because not just about how they speak, but even about French are supposed to be very direct. They're very straightforward.
Yeah.
There is no like,
True.
there is no sideways to
No.
them. They're very straightforward.
They're on the face.
They're on the face,
Yeah.
right? It's hard to like first adjust to it, but then you
Right.
understand like this is how it is.
Right.
Like and then your friends help you out.
Right.
So yeah,
I think for me, to add on to that, actually, I had a very funny experience. I wouldn't say weird. So I was working at this company, and there was this sales manager. He was from Scotland.
all right.
And he had a very thick Scottish accent. I have heard Scottish people speak before,
Right.
but I've heard Australian Scottish.
Right.
So they have a very nice. So they have a very.
Aaj kya ho raha hai?
So Australian Scottish is still understandable, and their accent is very nice, but proper Scottish is difficult. So he came to me and he was saying something like 60. Now the way he said 60, I just couldn't understand what is he saying. It sounded like something completely different.
Right.
And I'm like, what is it do? Like, what is he trying to say? Like, what is he going?
Right.
And then I kept looking at him. He's like, 60. I'm like, sorry. What? And
Right.
then I think he figured out. So he's like, 60, number 60. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
So, like, yeah, that reminded me, your incident
Yes.
reminded me of something similar.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the experience that we
Yeah.
get over here, right? Because these two encounters made me feel that okay, like you can't be like so fast with everyone. You cannot judge everyone just by on the first day.
True.
You have to give it some
Time.
time, especially people from other nationalities, because I think other nationalities get much better chance to get exposed to our culture because we are everywhere. But we still like people who are
Right.
moving out of India. For us, it is more about like
True.
for it's like new.
Right.
But now I have like friends from every culture and
Right.
every country, so it's amazing. Yeah. So after you finish your course, so did you apply for a job here?
Yes.
So you were doing a job here.
So I applied for jobs while I was doing my course actually. So I was trying to get something on the side just to make some extra money. I got a few internships. I
Right.
did but those were very short periods, like 1 week, 2 week, because they were all unpaid. And it wasn't just making sense to me with the transportation and everything, because I honestly couldn't afford to do something unpaid at that time. I needed
Right.
something
Yeah,
which would
yeah,
pay.
yeah.
So I did not do it for very long. Then finally, I got a job in Curly Tails.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Curly Tails Middle East.
Yeah.
So I got a job there.
Right.
Did that for almost 4 months.
Right.
While I was doing my course.
And what
on
was the
side.
job about, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Yeah.
It was influencer marketing
Okay.
and a little bit of content creation on the
But
side.
they are themselves like.
Yes. So they were actually
Yeah.
planning to start a new vertical under the umbrella of Curly Tails. So
Alright.
Curly Tails belongs to Folk Media Group, right? So they
I
were,
don't know that much, but
yes,
okay,
They were
yeah.
planning to start a vertical for influencer marketing under the parent company.
Okay.
So it was just
Right. Okay.
it was just going to be a very new thing. So I
Right,
was one
right,
of the
right.
first people who
So
got
you
into
joined
that.
as an influencer or somebody who would manage the influencer?
Manage,
the
yes, to
influencers.
manage the influencers.
And what? So you got there for 4 months. And
Yeah, just
did
4
they stop
months.
doing it, or like are they still doing it?
No,
Yeah.
I just quit due to some other reasons.
Right.
I was not entirely happy.
Okay.
There were a few other issues
All right.
because of which I unfortunately had to quit.
Right, but they're still doing the.
No, they are not actually.
They're
No,
not. They're not. So not. Yeah, because influencer marketing is another one big industry
Yeah, it is.
in this region.
It is. I think all over the world now, actually, not like if you look
Yes.
at influencers or content creators or
Yes.
digital creators, it's huge everywhere. Like
Yes.
be it India, be it Middle East, be it
Right.
America, UK, Europe, everywhere.
I mean, I had the first-hand experience of influencer marketing over here because I was when I came to Dubai, and the first job that I had was with an agency. So I was doing digital marketing back in Hyderabad,
Okay.
and then I got hired by this agency, and they were starting a digital marketing vertical over here. But initially, this agency is one of the first agencies who started influencer marketing
In Dubai?
in UAE.
Okay, okay.
And they had a proper setup of influencer marketing. I came for digital marketing, but I used to see the influencer marketing team. The finance guys were my friends, and because I was also like a part of the core team, so I used to know like what are the billables and like what money is going out where.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, these guys. Wow, like
I
the
know.
amount of money they used to make, and I'm talking about like 5 years back, okay?
Right.
And at that time it was amazing.
It's
like
crazy.
the amount of money
I know.
they make is next level.
Yeah. I
Next
still
level.
have quotations of some of the Dubai influencers from the time I was working in Curly Tails. And this is also like what now, 4 years ago?
Right.
Yeah, like 3.5, 4 years ago it's been. So I still have those quotations, and I'm sure they charge very differently now because of course the followers have grown
Yes,
and
and the system has changed.
Yes, the system has changed
Yes.
as well. But at that time, the amount they were charging just for one reel and maybe 2 stories,
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
what am I doing with my life?
Yes,
It made
yes.
me feel like that.
It made me feel the same.
Yeah.
It made me feel the same. But then like it's a give and take in
Right.
this industry because I've spoken to a lot of influencers as well. So I used to think, oh, they have such an amazing life. Like, brands approach them, they shoot, and then they get paid whatever they want. But it's actually like even they have a very tough
It is.
life because if a brand doesn't like the brands they have doing a collaboration with, if they don't like anything, they have to like go back and
Yeah,
forth,
yeah.
and they have to change the content.
Yep.
They have to meet the deadlines. They have this entire, what do you say? They sign a
NDA and
NDA and
stuff.
stuff
Yeah,
with the
yeah, yeah.
brands and like a non-competitor agreement
Yes,
and all of
yes,
that.
yeah.
If you're working with me, you can't work
right.
with my competition. You cannot promote the stuff.
Right.
So there was this influencer, and he was like, he got this collab offer from one brand, and I think after 3 months, the brand's competitor approached him with a much higher payout, but
But he couldn't do it.
he couldn't do it. So there are all these challenges that they have.
See, every industry and every
Yes,
job
yes.
has its pros and cons.
Yes.
Maybe some of them, the pros are higher than the cons, but it's not like there are no cons.
Right.
You will have to deal with both. Now, you choose your pros and you choose your cons,
Yeah.
but it's there in every work, every industry, every job.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, the pros are heavier, so people look at the brighter side while struggling with the cons as well. But then, yeah,
So is this what made you go into like content creation and everything?
no.
Because I'll tell you. Okay, I don't know you. I didn't know you until I messaged you, and so we messaged you from our podcast
Right.
page,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And it was like we got this entire new setup and everything, and then we were like, okay, now we are going to get a blue tick for ourselves because people are going to trust us if we have the blue tick. So invested in the blue tick, and then we started approaching people, and so there is a setting in Instagram
Okay.
where you can select what kind of content
Yes.
do you want to see. Now they have introduced that.
Yes, yes.
So I just put in like, about Dubai, people who are talking like, all of this stuff, entrepreneurs, business, this and that. And that's when your reel showed up. I cannot remember which reel.
Was it the job hunting one?
Yeah, I think it was a job hunting one. It was the job hunting
Right.
one. And then I was like, okay, she's talking about something. And then I went to
Right.
your profile.
Right.
Is it the one with like good amount of views and everything?
Yes, yes. That video did
So I
pretty
think
well.
that's rolling out everywhere right
Right,
now,
yes.
your video, and that showed up to me. And then I was like, okay, let's approach her because like she's speaking something about something. Because we wanted to invite guests who would speak
Right,
about, who could
right.
speak on a specific topic. So is this what got you started, or?
Actually, funny story. I wanted to do content creation after I finished my class 10.
No way.
Yes, so that's like 8 years ago, more than
Okay.
8 years ago now,
Okay.
actually. Yeah, almost 8 years
Yeah,
ago.
because when you say class 10, we go to our class 10, and at that time we didn't have phones.
Right.
So,
No.
so, I mean, we had phones, but we didn't have the good camera phones.
Right.
Yeah.
No, so like my class 10, it's almost like 7 years ago
Yeah,
now.
right.
I was a very, I have always been very big on YouTube.
Right.
Watching YouTube basically
Right,
because
okay.
YouTube was very big that time. Instagram was just starting. We had the other Instagram that time, with the colorful logo, not this kind. So I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos in makeup and beauty and fashion related. I was like, this is what I want to do. So I pursued it after I finished my class 10. So, you get that 1 month gap when you start your new school or you start your 11th
Right,
standard.
right.
You're waiting for the board
Right.
results to come in. During that time, I started YouTube. And I started Instagram as well. I started posting videos. We used to have IGTV at that time.
Yes.
Yes. So I used to post videos, did it for a while. Then I got
Boards?
diagnosed with alopecia,
Ah,
which is it's like a autoimmune disease you have. It's related to your hair, basically. You start getting bald patches out of nowhere and you
Okay.
lose a lot of hair.
Right.
So I got diagnosed with that I had 2 bald patches on my hair, basically on my head, and my confidence dropped because I just went into a completely different zone. I was mentally not 100% doing well, and I was like, you know what, I don't think I can continue this right now because showing up on camera, looking happy, doing your makeup, putting content is something I couldn't do at that time. I was in a very different space. So left it. Didn't get the chance to continue again. School started. COVID happened.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, now is the time. COVID, let me get back. And in the process, I started taking medications and stuff. So I started healing as well. I was like, okay, COVID is the time because during COVID, everyone became a creator. Like
Yes.
all the creators you see now,
Yes.
they are all who started in COVID.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like I know so many people in front of me. I saw them with nothing, and now they are like 200K, 300K followers, earning.
And
in
this is
lakhs.
happening in Kolkata?
In India.
In India.
In India,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, COVID, let me give it a shot. Started in COVID again. Few people passed away in my family. Again, went into a different zone completely. I was like, no, I can't. And then after COVID, a few months after that, came to Dubai, got busy with the life here, went into survival mode, left my creativity, left my passion, just started surviving in the terms I just need to make money to be able to live here.
Right.
I went into that zone and my content creation just took a back seat.
Right.
Kept regretting it every single day,
Right.
kept thinking about starting, was just not getting the time, honestly. And then now I finally got back into it because I was like, how long am I going to keep doing
Right.
this for,
So it's after 7 years that,
Yes, actually.
wow. Before we continue, like, what
Yeah.
are some of the content creators that who got, like, who you know and got
Right.
big? Take some names. Maybe I might know someone.
So I'm.
If I know someone.
So there is this creator called Sarah Sarosh. Don't know if you know her. She's from
No.
India.
Okay.
She's actually a very close friend of mine as
Okay.
well now. But she started 8 years back as well.
Wow,
And
okay.
she gave in full efforts during the time of COVID. And then she blew up during COVID and got really big because she started doing vlogs. And during COVID, people were all at home. They
Right.
wanted to watch what other people are doing. So, she got big from there. Then there are quite a lot of other creators, actually. I can't recall names right now. But there's someone from Kolkata called Megha Dasgupta. She also...
Maybe. I must have seen her. I
Right,
don't
but
remember.
she's like more, she's a regional creator kind
Right,
of because
right,
she's
right,
from Kolkata, so it's kind of
Okay.
very regional. But there are a lot of others as well. Can't recall names right now,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So, so do you think that because comparatively, like if I have to compare it 7 years back when I came to Dubai and now, 7 years and now,
Right.
so comparatively there has been a significant increase in the amount of content
100%.
creators in the market,
100%.
and now brands have a lot of choices as well. I feel this way.
Yes.
I don't know if it's true or not.
No, you're true, actually. You're
Yeah,
very
is
true.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so now brands have a lot of choices. So has the like amount that usually the content creators used to charge dropped, or is it like still going up,
So
or it depends on the content
yes,
creator?
it actually depends. So
Okay.
a lot of creators, they stick to their rates. They are like, this is what we charge. We are not going to change.
Right.
But then there are some other creators who are like, okay, we are ready to negotiate because they know that if they are not going to negotiate and come down, there are hundreds of other creators within the same follower bracket who will give it for a much lesser price to the brands.
Right.
So it depends creator to creator because I know some who have stuck by their rate and they have not budged even by 1 dirham or 1 rupee.
Right.
But I know people who also negotiate by thousands and thousands,
Wow. Okay.
I won't take names, but I know this one creator personally. She told me that like what I charge now is like it's barely anything because of the
So
competition.
how are they going to survive then?
See, there are certain brands who will always stick to certain creators. Even brands, they have a kind of a niche, I would say, in terms of the kind of creators they want their products to go to and the creators they want to collaborate with. So those brands will stick to them despite their rates. But then brands are also so much into, like there are so many brands in today's market. They want different kind of creators. They want options.
Yeah.
So then they go to other people. They don't mind following. They don't mind the numbers they have. They want the content to just be out,
Okay.
Because in today's time, micro creators are also big.
Yes.
Like people with 5,000, 6,000
Yes,
also
yes.
are doing paid work in today's time, which was not the case 7 years back.
So I have
now.
this small WhatsApp group. I'll introduce you to that group.
Sure.
So they have this entire thing where I see brands approaching in the group saying that, like, we need micro influencers who have followers between 2K to 5K.
Right.
And we want them to promote our products or something. If we can have a shoot with them, please shoot a message to us or anything.
Right.
So I I think weekly I get these messages twice or thrice, like people reaching out to micro influencers and
Yeah.
like trying to do a collab. But like Is it like a barter system for them, or do they get paid?
So again, it depends brands to brands as well.
Right.
And it depends on the engagement of the creator's account.
Right.
So there are some brands, maybe they are very small, just starting off, do not have the bandwidth. They do barter. And creators are initially also okay to do barter because they also want the content for their account to show to other brands at a later stage that this is what I did for this brand. So they are also getting content in exchange and they are getting products.
Right.
So it's barter, but at the same time, it's paid also. It will be small amounts. It wouldn't be like 5,000, 6,000 dirhams for one post.
Right,
It would
right.
be maybe like, let's say 1,000 or maybe like 800 or
Right,
1,200,
right.
depending on the brand.
Right.
But
Or maybe like a commission.
yeah,
base. Yeah.
that's also there.
Yeah.
So it really depends brands to brands,
Right.
and also I think creators, because some creators are very okay to do barter. Some will not accept barter no matter what. They will only
Right.
do pay.
They just
Yeah.
want money.
Right, because they also know that their content is worth something.
Yes.
So they don't want to just agree for barter and, negotiate.
But I mean, it makes sense, right? Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, how are you going to pay rent if you
Right,
go with
exactly. Because your products are not paying the rent for you.
Yeah, the
Your-
products, yeah.
the makeup is not paying your
unless
rent.
and otherwise it's a Louis Vuitton which
Exactly.
you can sell back, resell in the market and get
Exactly.
something, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So I had this. I saw this video because nowadays I'm just on Instagram, and I saw this video where there is this very famous influencer or let's take her name. We'll see if you want to remove the name or not. So it's. Have you seen her
I
video?
know her, right?
So she was giving this clarification on her one of the reels. I mean, huge respect to her, the way she has built her entire community. She was talking about that she was getting a lot of messages. She posted another post before about that she is searching for jobs. And
I saw
then
that.
she started receiving messages about like, oh, have you lost, like, do you want a job because like you have stopped making
Right.
money because of your work, or like, why are you looking for jobs? Is influencer marketing dying? Like, all of those questions. And she said something about like, she wanted some change.
Right.
And that's why she's looking for a job, because and I think that was very specifically that she mentioned, because a lot of brands that approach her are approaching her time and again, and she has worked with them
Right.
over the years, right? So this brings a question to me also, and I want to understand your point of view, because if you are an influencer in a specific category, there are only certain brands that are going to approach
Right.
you,
Right.
and they are going to approach you
On and on and
on and
Yeah.
on. And I will hate to say this, there could be another
100%.
next year maybe,
100%,
right?
yeah.
And the brands would say, now we need a new face, right? Why do we have to always go to, right?
Right.
So isn't this like risky in a way for a lot of content creators?
Okay.
Because this is not fixed. Like you go to, I mean, if you're earning a lot of money, maybe she is. I don't know how much.
She is.
She is?
I remember she mentioned, I don't know it personally, but
Yeah.
she mentioned in one of her YouTube videos that she covered her rent of 65,000 or 70,000 from one brand deal. With a very
That's a
big
1 year rent.
yes, she covered her 1 year annual studio rent, which
Yeah.
was around 60, 65
Right.
from one brand deal. But that brand deal was a contractual basis thing. So
Yeah.
she probably had it for a longer
And the entire
time.
year, like she has to do
something
it every
that.
interval.
But
Yeah.
still, from one brand deal, even
Right.
if you have to make, let's say, 30 videos in a year, okay,
Right.
let's say 65,000 dirhams.
Right,
That's crazy,
I mean, you'll be amazed. Like 65,000 is still the least that I've heard.
I know. Yeah.
Because Zian and me, we used to work in an agency and we have seen bigger
I know,
numbers.
I have as well.
Yeah.
I have. But to answer your question, actually, what you said about next year, another 20, or anyone else for that matter, coming in a new phase. See, I look at influencer marketing as a thing which is not going to die anytime soon. Because we as consumers are never going to stop consuming content. You said you are on Instagram.
Yeah,
most
no,
of the
I was
time
doing
now,
my
right?
research. That's why I was on
But
Instagram.
you are
Yeah.
on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on
for
Instagram.
whatever purpose,
Yes,
right?
yes,
It
yes.
can be doom scrolling, it can be research, it can be any purpose,
Right.
but you are consuming content.
Yes.
So if imagine, let's say 2 years down the line, there are no content creators left, what content are you going to consume? We will be back to the times when we used to watch ads on TV for entertainment,
Right,
because
right.
those ads used to be a source of entertainment during the serial break or reality show break or whatever. But in today's time, that is become what you have on Instagram. You need that entertainment, and content is your entertainment.
Okay.
And as consumers, we are never going to stop that. I have a nephew, 3 years old. When he's going to grow at the age of 10, he is going to be a content consumer as well,
Yes.
because he will have the access to phone, and he will also want to explore that route, and then he will also consume content. It can be different type of content. He might be into other things, but at the end of the day, it's content.
Right.
So that's how I look at this. And the other thing, yes, there are new creators emerging every now and then today.
Yeah. Have you seen Kumar?
Kumar? No.
You haven't seen Kumar, the guy who got 1 million followers in a day?
No, I
In
haven't.
a week.
Oh
In a
my
week,
God,
right?
that's crazy.
In a week. Yeah, 1 million followers in a week.
That's crazy.
Go home and watch Mr. Kumar.
I need to.
What? 35 minutes? I didn't get you.
We've already spoken for 35 minutes? Okay, the follower. Okay. In 35, what content did he post? I'm so curious now.
You should see it.
But, so that's how it happened actually.
Yeah, actually, she posted one good
And
content.
I am following her when she was at 15,000. I don't follow her anymore because I don't enjoy her content anymore.
Right.
But I used to follow her when she was at 15,000. So I have actually seen her go from 15,000 to 100K something in a span of like 2 months, I think, or 3 months. And I was like, what the hell? So yeah, like I feel like, just to complete that, because I left it midway, but I feel like there are content creators emerging every now and then, but you need to make that mark for yourself also, right? Not everyone knows every creator by name in today's time. We know the big ones. We know the people who have actually made it. Like, for example, because maybe her content
No,
is like
her
that.
first content that hit.
Yes.
Right? That's where even I
Right.
was.
So
yeah.
like her, there are a lot of other creators also who kind of leave that mark in a way that you remember them either by their name or by something or the other, So brands want that. And as soon as they find another creator doing something like that, they don't mind shifting. But at the same time, it's not going to be like they will never go back to. They will keep going back
Right.
as long as she stays relevant.
Right.
And it depends on the audience, how long you keep a creator relevant for.
Yes, that's actually a very good point. And
Yeah.
I wanted to understand this because you said you stopped following her.
Yes.
I was attracted to her content for, I would say, the first few couple of months because I was like, all right, she's doing well for herself. Let's see where it goes. And then I got tired of the content. That's my personal opinion. I mean, people are still following her. People do comment, like,
Yeah,
share her
yeah.
content, right? So she is relevant for certain group of people.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like, okay, I'm getting tired of listening to this
Right.
time and again. So this was my reason to stop following her. But what
Very
was
similar
yours?
reason, actually.
Okay.
So she would mostly talk about boys, right?
Yes.
And I couldn't relate to that content
Yeah,
anymore.
right.
So for me, that relatable factor needs to be there with any creator I follow. I have unfollowed a lot of creators over the past few years just because I stopped relating with them and their content shifted from something else to something else,
Right.
For example, there are a lot of creators, when they become mothers, their content changes to motherhood.
Yes.
And that
yes.
is not wrong in any way
right,
because
yeah.
it's a part of life. I mean, you cannot just give up on that and only do beauty. It's
Yeah,
your
of
life
course,
now.
because you are getting that
Exactly.
experience now.
But
You're going to share that.
For me, it's not relevant, it's not relatable.
Yes,
So
yes.
for me, then after a point, I will either not watch your content. Maybe I'll keep you still followed. I will
Right,
not watch
right,
your content
right.
or I'll unfollow you if it's to a different extent. So that's what happened with.
Sorry. Yeah, this is going on podcast. Yeah. Make sure we mark this. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is
and
what
we'll tag her. Yeah.
that is what happened with her. Like
Yeah.
when she started only talking about boys,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I cannot be a man hater,
Yeah.
first of all, like you
Right,
are.
right.
And I cannot relate to it anymore.
Yeah, so that's the whole point, right? Because like continuously watching her content made me feel like like, are we that bad? Like that started
Sorry for that.
that started making me feel like, are we that bad? Like, and it was more, then I, like, because I do a lot of thinking, like self thinking and like trying to learn from things. And what got me, the conclusion that I got over here was that I think the content that is being portrayed is being portrayed as an experience, right?
Yeah.
But the general mindset who is watching the content is generalizing it.
Yeah.
So they are explaining their mind, like whatever their experience was, right? But tomorrow, let's say Zian watches her content, he would be like, everyone is like this.
Yeah.
He's going to think everyone is like
Right,
this,
right,
right?
right.
But it's just their experience with one person,
Exactly, yeah.
right? But that's what is happening with social media.
100%.
Yeah.
And I feel like with social media,
Yeah.
like as much as I enjoy it
Right.
and I like being on social media, but I feel like before we build an opinion ourselves, we kind of rely on the opinions we see on social media. For example, you watch a movie. You have an opinion yourself once you are done with the movie.
Right.
But then you go on to the internet, you search reviews for that movie, you start reading about other people's opinions on that. And that kind of affects your own opinion. And then you start building a different opinion after reading what
Right.
what you're reading
Yes,
basically on
yes.
the net. So I feel like in today's time, that has become very big. Like, instead of forming opinions ourselves, we just sometimes rely on the internet.
Right.
And base our judgments on what we get online.
Right.
And I don't think that's a very good thing in the long run, to be honest.
I get you. I mean, there is also one more thing, which I have problem with her content, and I'll finish it over here, right? Is how is it that always she goes through some bad experience? How is that possible? How is that possible that she finds some random guy at the entrance of the hotel or in the lobby of the hotel and something happens to her? Or if something happens at the train station or something happens on the staircase, how is it possible? Like,
I think it's
yeah.
just the attraction towards red flags.
I
I
don't
want to
get it.
say that.
I don't get
mean,
it.
I really don't know, because for me, so I've been in a relationship since the past 10 years now.
Right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But that is why, like, for me, it's just that, okay, you had one bad experience, you had two. How can every experience be bad?
bad.
Like, for me,
Right.
I also struggle to understand that. And that is when I was like, you know what, I can't anymore. Like,
Right.
I can't with the constant hating on men. Okay, your experience has been like that, let's say it. But doesn't necessarily mean you generalize it on the entire population of male.
Right.
That's what I had an issue with. And I honestly don't know how she attracts those kind of men, but well, I think
You don't know, right? All right. So, like, enough of influencer and all of this. Let's go back to, like, because we started with this entire job thing and
Right,
everything.
right.
So, how challenging is finding a job here in Dubai, based on your personal experience?
the current market, I would say, is tough because
Okay.
of the whole conflict.
Right.
And with the summer and with the summer season being around, so it's just a combination of both things, because of which it's becoming difficult. I feel there are more unemployed people and less jobs at the moment.
Right.
I have a feeling it will change by October, November, when the market picks up again.
Right.
But right now it's very difficult. Like, for me, I have tried everything.
Right.
I have tried sending cold emails,
Right.
cold messages
Right.
on Instagram, LinkedIn.
LinkedIn
Yeah.
is not working out for you?
It's not. And
Okay.
I am very active on LinkedIn. Like, I do a lot of posts. I keep myself relevant somehow. But it hasn't been working out. Like, I don't receive any response, even from the cold emails, cold messages, no response whatsoever.
Right.
So I just start questioning if I am lacking something.
No.
Because you never really know that, because till the time the other person does not give you any feedback, you don't know what is wrong.
Right.
And you start questioning yourself in the process. And that's where I have been at. But networking also I have tried. Maybe not very good at networking because I'm not a very social person. But I have tried my fair share.
Right.
Hasn't worked out.
So I'll give you a piece of advice over here,
Yes.
because I've been in this like job market for like 7 years now. I've been having a job, and touch wood, not a day has gone by
Yeah.
that I've been without a job. So when I came to Dubai, I was working in before coming to Dubai. I was working in Hyderabad. I was working with Accenture in Hyderabad, and then I was headhunted by an HR.
Okay.
His name is Aju. Like, huge shout out to that guy. He found me somehow, and he was like, "Do you want to work here in Dubai?"
Okay.
Didn't have much knowledge about it, but I said okay. I agreed to it. He approached me on LinkedIn. Everything done. I came to Dubai. That was the only time that I got a job through LinkedIn in Dubai, because later on things changed, and I remember joining this community for marketing, where I made some good connections, and there's this wonderful lady who had a job opening in her team,
Okay.
and she said that she's looking for somebody with my expertise. And then I spoke to her, and that's I'm in my current job as well. So I think later on, the way the job market has transformed is that even if you approach people on LinkedIn or through cold emails and messages, that's actually a very less probability that you're going to get a job. It's only and only through connections they're going to achieve something over in
Right.
Dubai. Like, if you want something good, you need to have really good connections over here.
I think that's where I struggle.
Right.
That's what I struggle with, because, like I said, I'm not a very social person. So I don't go out to all these events and stuff a lot. So I don't have that kind of a network around.
Right.
Now I'm trying. So I'm part of like 3-4 groups. I'm part of like 3-4 different groups related to social media marketing and all of that. But honestly, didn't get any luck there. Also, there were a few openings which I applied to, did not hear back. But I think also so when did you meet this person, like the one who gave you the
I
current
think
job?
4 years
has
back?
it been? 4 years
5 years
back.
back. Because you guys made fun of me, right? When I joined that community. Yeah, I paid $500 or something. And I joined that community. And I was like, you paid $500 for this to join this? And I was like, within the next 3 months, I had a new job in my hand. I was like, return on investment. So,
No, but that's
Yeah.
actually great. But
Yeah.
at the same time, the timeline, it was 4 years ago
Right.
versus now. You know, the market has shifted drastically, and also the amount of people in Dubai has changed so much.
Yes.
Like, the population of Dubai 4 years ago and what it is now is quite different in itself.
Yeah.
So many people coming in. So there is a lot of competition, a
Right.
lot of saturation
Agree.
that you're dealing with as
Agree.
well. And I think with the conflict, everything is just more tough than it already was. So that's what I'm struggling with, and I'm kind of like on the bottom line now, where my energy is getting exhausted.
I mean, you don't have to lose your heart, because everyone in this room has a different kind of job experience in Dubai. Getting a job experience, right? Abu Bakr has a different experience altogether. Zian has a different adventure overall. Experience. That's what experience and adventure. Joven has a different adventure. He was telling me 2 days back.
He's
So-
also saying.
he's yet to encounter it. He's just started his
Okay.
he's just started his career in Dubai. So yeah, everyone has an experience. So
Right.
like, don't lose your heart. You'll get there. You'll get what
I
you want.
hope so.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so any piece of advice that you would want to give to your listener based on your experiences till now? Anything about job, about social, whatever comes to your head.
Honestly, like, the biggest advice I'm going to give, and this is not only from my job experience, but in general, what I've learned of adulting in the past 5-6 years, don't give up on that hope that you can achieve something. Like, for example, like if you dream of something, like you dream of a life that you want for yourself, that dream is there in your mind because you have that potential to achieve it. Sometimes we lose out in the process and we forget about the potential we actually have, and we just go into survival mode and we do anything for the sake of doing it. So I feel like sticking to your passion, believing in yourself, and knowing what you're worth and capable of is very important, because I lost that in the process. So like 4.5 years, I did so many different jobs in Dubai. I was doing jobs sometimes just for the sake of doing it, just to get that money in my bank account to be able to survive. And I was miserable. I
Right.
was depressed. I was not happy. But that is where now I am so stubborn at, like, I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to do anything just for the sake of doing it.
Right.
So trust that, and like trust yourself. Don't give up on your passion,
Right.
and just keep going, because eventually you will land there. It will take time, and it might look like you're not making any progress, but it's a process, and you need to trust that process.
Right. So we're going to take a snippet of this video and give it back to her, and so that whenever she loses her heart,
Yes, I can look at it as a reminder.
She, like, she doesn't have any hopes. She just looks at that video and she's like,
Definitely.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Right. What is your definition of success right now?
To be able to just wake up the next day and try again.
Okay.
Because I feel like as long as I am trying again without giving up, I am leading up to something.
Right.
And that success cannot be a huge achievement or a milestone to so many other people. But to me, it is in some way, because I know how difficult it is for me to even try just the next day, I sometimes just want to procrastinate, lay in my bed, do nothing. But pushing myself out of that zone feels like an achievement.
Good. Okay.
But on a different context, I also want to give another answer to this. For me, success is when I know I have made it in the smallest things also in life. I don't want a very extraordinary achievement. I want to be able to get my parents here. I want them to experience Dubai. They've never been out of India. So even that for me is success.
Right.
Being able to do that and being able to give them that life and show them what I have made for myself in these 4.5 years, that is success.
Right. So are you going to continue to make content? Like, is that going to continue?
I want to continue that.
Right,
I
okay.
gave up on it in between. I regretted it.
Right.
So I don't want to do that again.
Right.
This time I am like full on. I want to stay consistent, even though that means sometimes feeling lost and feeling like, why am I not getting followers? And why is my video not, getting the views it deserves? But I still want to stay consistent, because I think eventually it will come to me when it's
Right.
meant for
We
me.
found you. So
Yes.
eventually, the other viewers will also
I hope so.
find you. So all the best on that. And thank you
you.
for coming to this podcast.
Thank you for calling me. Actually, it's been such a great experience, and it's a first time. So for me, it's going to be very special.
All right. Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.